everyone, hope you all are good. So, we're going to start with grade 7 maths. So, you can find all the set lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then, you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 7 maths, and then click on view all lessons. There, you can find a list of the chapters. So, we're going to start with the chapter 1 variable equations. And here is the list of the lessons we are going to cover today. They are write and solve equation that represents the diagram, solve one-step equations, solve two-step equations, solve equations, word problems. So let's just start with the first lesson. Let me just write down the lesson name, then we'll start. Please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Got it? Okay, the first one is write and solve equations that represent diagrams. Okay, let's start with the lesson. Okay, here I am on grade 7 math. The chapter name is one variable equation, and let's start with the lesson. Solve, write and solve equations that represents diagram. Okay, let's start with the first example. Write an equation that says that the length of red line is equal to the length of the black line. So you're given two of the lines and you have to write down the equation that says the length of both the lines. I got it. Let's just look at the length of the red line. Here is the length of the red line is mentioned, that is 19. Got it. And the length of the black line is also mentioned. The black line is a black line has two segments and the length of those segments is C and plus 11. Got it. That is the length of the black line and they are equal. So that means C plus 11 equals 19. Got it. That is the equation you can write. Got it. Okay, the next example is write an equation that says that and the length of red line is equal to the length of the black line. Again, you have to write down the equation. Got it. So the length of the red line is, here you have the length red of the line is mentioned, that is 14, and the length of the black line is has a two parts. Got it. So that means the length of the complete black line is sum of both the lengths. Got it. It would be y plus 8. So when you have to write down the equation, you can write it as y plus 8 equals 14. Got it. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, Jill, let's start with the first example. So write an equation that says that the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So we have to write down the equation that says the length of both the lines are exactly equal. Got it. So here is the length of the red line, that would be 14, and the length of the black line is w plus 10. Got it. So the length of they both of them are equal, so you can write the length of the black line, that would be w plus 10, and then the length of the red line is 14, so that would be w plus 10 equals 14, right? So which option is the correct option? Option number 1. Got it. So just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. That would be 14 equals w plus 10. Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which of the option is the correct one? The length of the red line is 22 and the length of the black line is x plus 9. Got it? So just write the length of the black line, it is x plus 9, and the length of red line is 22. So that equals x plus 9 equals 22. Got it? So that means option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. That would be W22 equals x plus 9. Got it? Okay, write an equation that says that length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which of the option is the correct one? The length of the red line is 24 and the length of the black line is f plus 12. Got it? So which is the correct option? Because in the question it is said that the length of both the lines are equal, so it would be f plus 12 equals 24. Got it? That would be option number 2. So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which of the option is the correct one? The length of both the lines are exactly equal, so which option is the correct one? The length of the red line is 23 and the length of the black line is d plus 13, so it would be 23 equals d plus 13. Got it? Because the length of the red line is 23 and the black one is d plus 13, so it would be 23 equals d plus 13. Got it? Okay, so the correct option is option number 1. Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which option is the correct one? The correct option is 23. The length of the red line is 23 and the length of the black line is h plus 9. Got it? So it is 23 equals h plus 9. Got it? Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which is the correct option? The length of the red line is 19 and the length of the black line is, yes, it is c plus 11. Got it? So the correct option is 19 equals c plus 11. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which option is the correct one? And the correct option is option number 2. Got it? Because the length of the red line is 14 and the length of the black line is s plus 4. So it is 14 equals s plus 4. Got it? Okay, just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, write an equation that says the length of the red line is equal to the length of the black line. So which option is the correct one? It is 29 equals d plus 10. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Got it? And let me just write down the name of the next lesson. So the name of the next lesson is solve one step equations. Let me just write down the lesson name. Solve one step equations. Okay. Okay, here I'm on the next lesson, that is solve one step equations. So just start with the lesson. Okay, solve for k plus 5 equals 10. So you have to solve this equation for k. Basically, you have to find the value of the k that satisfies the equation. Got it? So you have to start the inverse operations. You have to undo all the operations. Undo means, like in this question, k k plus 5. 5 is added to k. Got it? So you have to undo the addition. Got it? So to undo the addition, you have to do the inverse operations. So opposite to addition is, the inverse of the addition is subtraction. Got it? So you have to subtract 5, but you have to on the both sides of the equation. Got it? Plus 5 minus 5 makes 0. So it would be k plus 0 equals 5. K plus 0 means k and k equals 5. Got it? Undo operation means you have to do inverse operations. Opposite to addition is subtraction. So just subtract 5 both sides of the equation and then solve the equation. Got it? Okay, let's start with another example. Okay, the next example is 2 is s minus 6. So on the left hand side, s6 is subtracting 2s. Got it? So opposite to subtraction is addition. Basically, you have to isolate the variable s. Got it? So you have to undo this operation. The operation is negative 6. So opposite to subtraction is addition. Just add both sides. 6. Got it? It would be minus 6 plus 6 equals 2 minus 6. Got it? So 2 plus 6, you added 6. Plus 6 minus 6 makes 0. You are left with s here. And 2 plus 6 makes 8. So s equals 8. Got it? The correct option is s equals 8. Got it? Okay, let's just start with the test questions. Okay, the first example is 2g equals 4. So you have to find the value of the g. You have to solve this equation for g. So g, 2 is multiplying to g. Got it? So you have to do the inverse operation. So opposite to multiplication is division. Got it? Inverse of the multiplication is division. Divide both sides by 2. Got it? Because you just have to isolate d. So to isolate d means you have to remove the 2. So 2 is multiplying to g, so opposite to multiplication is division. So just divide both sides by 2. So you're left with g equals 2 times what number is 4? 2 times 2 is 4. So that would be g equals 2. Got it? So the correct option is g equals 2. Okay, the next one is h divided by 2 equals 2. So here you have to solve this equation for h. Got it? So h is 2 is dividing to h. So opposite to division is, the inverse of the division is multiplication. So just multiply both sides by d. Got it? So it would be 2 times h over 2 equals 2 times 2 is 4. So 2 and 2 cancel out each other. You're left with h equals 4. Got it? So the correct option is h equals 4. Okay, the next one is 5 equals f minus 3. So you have to isolate the variable f. So you have to undo the operation minus 3. Got it? So opposite to subtraction is addition. So add 3 both sides. Got it? 3 minus 3 is 0. You're left with f here, and 5 plus 3 is 8. Got it? So the correct option is 8. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is z plus 3 equals 9. So you have to solve this equation for z. Got it? That means you have to isolate the variable z. You have to remove that positive 3 from here. So opposite to addition is subtraction. So just subtract 3 both sides. That would be z equals 9 minus 3 is 6. Got it? So the correct option is 6. Just select the correct option, then click on the Okay, the next one is 1 equals g minus 2. So you have to isolate the variable g. So 2 is subtracting to g, so opposite to subtraction is addition. So add 2 both sides. Got it? So 2 minus 2 is 0. You're left with g here, and 1 plus 2 makes 3. Got it? So that would be 3 equals g. Got it? Okay, so the correct option is g equals 3. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, you have to solve this equation for p is divided into 3. So opposite to division is, you have to remove that 3 that is dividing this one. So opposite to division is multiplication. Got it? Just multiply both sides by 3. So you're left with p equals 3 times 3 is 9. Got it? So the correct option is p equals 9. Okay, the next one is 3 equals 3d. So you have to do the question on your notebook. Let me know the answer. So which is the correct option? Write down the answer in the chat box. Please do the question on your notebook and let me know the answer. 3 is multiplying to d, so opposite to multiplication is division. Got it? Divide both sides by 3. 3 times 1 is 3 and 3 times 1 is 3. So you have d equals 1. Got it? So the correct option is 1. Just select the correct option then click on the OK button. Okay, 2 equals p minus 2. So which of the option is the correct one? It is p equals 4. Got it? The correct option is 4. You have to add 2 to both sides. Got it? Because opposite to inverse of subtraction is addition. So you have to add 2 both sides. To 2 minus 2 is 0. And on the other side it will be 2 plus 2 equals 4. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. Got it? And the next lesson is solve two-step equations. Let's start with the solve two-step equations. Let me just write down the lesson name. Okay, the next lesson is solve two-step equations. So let's just start with the lesson. Okay, the first one is 2d minus 1 equals 3. That would be exactly same like we are doing the in the solve one step equation, but here you have to solve two of the steps. Got it? Like you have two of the operations involved. Let's start with the first example. That would be 2d minus 1 equals 3. Got it? So to solve for variable, use inverse operations to undo the operations in the equation. Got it? But be sure to do the same operations on the both sides. Got it? First of all, you have to remove that negative 1. Got it? So opposite to subtraction is addition. You have to add both sides 1. Got it? 1 minus 1 makes 0, so you are left with 2d here, and 3 plus 1 is 4. Now you have to isolate the d. You have to remove that 2 also, and 2 is multiplying to d, isn't it? So opposite to multiplication is division. Solve both sides by 2. It would be d equals 2 times what number is 4? 2 times 2 is 4, so that would be d equals 2. Got it? The correct option is d equals 2 for this question. Got it? Okay, let me just move on to another example. Okay, the next example is 3 minus 4 equals 2. 3r minus 4 equals 2. Got it? So first of all, you have to remove that negative 4, got it? So opposite to subtraction is addition, got it? So add 4 both sides. 4 minus 4 is 0, you are left with 3r, and 4 plus 2 is 6, got it? So 3 is multiplying 2r, so opposite to multiplication is division, got it? Divide both sides by 3. So it would be r equals 3 times what number is 6, 3 times 2 is 6, so it is r equals 2, got it? The correct option is r equals 2. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, the next one is solve for q. You have to solve this question for q. It would be 2q minus 1, got it? So first of all, you have to remove that negative 1, got it? So you have to add both sides 1, got it? Because opposite to subtraction is addition, got it? So 1 minus 1 is 0, so you're left with 2q equals 2. Now you have to remove that 2, and 2 is multiplying to q, so opposite to multiplication is division. Divide both sides by 2, got it? So you're left with q equals 1, got it? So the correct option is 1. Okay, the next one is 9 equals 2m plus 3. So you have to remove that 9, got it? That means you have to subtract 3, got it? You have to do 9 take away 3, got it? Subtract 3 both sides, so 3 minus 3 makes 0. So you're left with 2m equals 9 minus 3 is 6, got it? Now you have to divide both sides by 2 because 2 is multiplying to m, and inverse of the multiplication is division. So you have to divide both sides by 2. So it would be m equals 2 times what number is 6, 2 times 3 is 6. So that would be m equals 3. Got it? The correct option is m equals 3. Okay, the next one is solve for w. Now you have to solve this equation for w. Got it? So 5 take away 2w equals 3. So 2w is subtracting to this side. Got it? Let's just add 2w both sides. 2w makes 0. You are left with 5 here. Now you have to remove that 3 from this side. So subtract 3 both sides. You are left with 2w equals 2. Got it? 2 is multiplying to w, and opposite to multiplication is division. Divide both sides by 2. So it would be w equals 1. Got it? The correct option is 1. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is solve for n. So you have to do 2 plus 2n equals 8. So 2 is adding to 2n. That means you have to subtract 2 both sides. Got it? 2 minus 2 makes 0, and 2n equals 8 minus 2 is 6. Now 2 is multiplying to n, so you have to divide both sides by 2. Got it? Because opposite to multiplication is division. So you are left with n equals 2 times what number is 6? 2 times 3 is 6, so it is n equals 3. Got it? The correct option is n equals 3. So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Very good. Okay, solve for V, which is the correct option. Solve the question in your notebook and let me know the answer. You have to solve this equation for V, which is the correct option. You have to 2 equals 4, take away 2v. So add 2v both sides. So it would be, because 2v is subtracting, so add 2v both sides. So you're left with 2v plus 2 equals 4. Now subtract 2 both sides because 2 is adding to 2v. So when you subtract 2 minus 2 makes 0 and you're left with 2v equals 4. 4 minus 2 is 2. Now divide both sides by 2 because opposite to division is multiplication. Opposite to inverse of multiplication is division. So it would be v equals 1. Got it? The correct option is v equals 1. So just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, which is the correct option? 3s minus 4 equals 2. So which is the correct option? You have to add 4 both sides. Got it? Because inverse of the subtraction is addition. So just add 4 both sides. 4 minus 4 is 0. So you are left with 3r equals 6. Got it? Now you have to divide both sides r because opposite to inverse of the multiplication is division. So 3 is cancelled out. So you are left with r equals 3 times what number is 6? 3 times 2 is 6. So it would be r equals 2. Got it? So the correct option is r equals 2. Okay, the next one is 4 minus 2h equals 2. Okay, you have to add 2h both sides. Got it? Because 2h is subtracting and opposite to subtraction is addition. So it would be 4 equals 2, take away 2h. Adding. So 2 is adding to this side, subtract 2 both sides. It makes 0 and you're left with 2h equals 4 minus 2 is 2. Divide both sides by 2. So it would be h equals 1. Got it? The correct option is 1. Okay, which of the option is the correct one? Which is the correct value of f? Solve the question on your notebook and let me know the answer. Which of the option is the correct one? It is f equals 4. Got it? The correct option is 4. Okay, solve for h. 2h plus 3 equals 9. Which is the correct option? The correct option is h equals 3. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to the next lesson. And the next lesson is, let me just go back. The next lesson is solve equations, word problems. Got it? Let's just start with the next lesson. Let me just write down the lesson name. So you're given with the word problems. You have to write down the equation first and then you have to solve. Got it? Okay, let's start with the first example. Okay, so let's start with the test. You're also the equation, got it? You just have to find a relationship between the variables. This equation shows how the total cost of visiting the science museum as a member is related to the number of visits. C equals V plus 10. The variable V represents the number of visits to the science museum and the variable C represents the total cost of the visits. What's the maximum value visit of a member of the science museum can make to a total cost of 17? So you have to find the maximum number of visits. You have to find the value of the V. Got it? And you are given a member of the science museum can make a total cost. You are given the cost that is C equals 17. Got it? So just replace the value of C in the equation. Got it? That would be 17 equals V plus 10. Got it? So just solve the equation for V. Opposite to addition is subtraction. So just subtract 10 both sides. Got it? It would be 10 minus 10 is 0 and V equals 17 minus 10 is 7. That means 7 visits. When the cost is $17, the total visits to the museum is 7. Got it? So the correct option is 7. Okay, this equation shows the total amount of dough Amanda has prepared is related to the number of hours she has spent working at the bakery. D equals 2h. The variable h represents the number of hour worked and the variable d represents the number of dough prepared. How many hours did Amanda work if she prepared 18 kilograms of the dough? So you have to find the number of hours. You have to calculate the value of h and you are given the dough she prepared. D equals 18. Got it? Just replace the variables with the value. Got it? Just replace the d with the value. D is 18, so it is 18 equals 6h. Got it? So divide both sides of the equation by 6. Because opposite to multiplication is division, that would be h equals 6 times what number is 18? 3 is 18, it is h equals 3. Got it? So the correct option is h equals 3. Just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Okay, let me read the next one. This equation shows how the total pages of notes in Neha's notebook depends on the number of hours she spent in class. So it would be P equals H plus 14. Got it? The variable H represents the hours that she spends in the class, and the variable P represents the total number of pages of notes taken in all. How many hours will Neha have to spend? So basically, you have to find the value of the variable H. Got it? In class before she will have a total of the 20 pages. You are given the pages, that is 20. Got it? So just replace the value in the equation. It would be P equals H plus 14. Just replace the P with 20. It is 20 equals H plus 14. Got it? So 14 is adding to H, so just subtract 14 both sides. So 20 minus 14 is 6. So H equals 6 hours. Got it? The correct option is 6. So the correct option is 6 hours. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is this equation shows how the total cost of visiting the art museum as member is related to the number of visits. It would be C equals V plus 9. The variable V represents the number of visits to the art museum and the variable C represents the total cost. What is the maximum number of visits? You have to calculate the value of V. Uh, a member of art museum can make total cost of C equals 20. So you have to calculate the value of V when C equals 20. So just put the values in the equation. It would be 20 equals V plus 9. Got it? So just do the inverse operations. 9 is adding, so just subtract both sides by 9. So it is V equals 20 minus 9 is 11. So it is V equals 11. Got it? So the correct option is 11 visits. Just select the correct option, then click on the OK button. Okay, the next one is this equation shows the total number of appetizers recipes Amanda knows depends on the number of weeks she attends culinary school. It would be A equals W plus 11. The variable W represents the number of weeks she has attended culinary school, and variable E represents the number of appetizers recipes she knows. After how many weeks of culinary weeks school will Amanda know a total of the appetizers? 18 appetizers. So here given you have to calculate the value of the W. Got it? When you are given A equals 18. Got it? Just put up the values in the equation. It would be 18 equals W plus 11. Got it? Now you have to subtract 11 both sides. So it would be W plus 11 minus 11 minus 11. 11 minus 11 is 0, and W equals 18. Take away 11 is 7. So that would be 7 weeks. Got it? So just select the correct option and click on the OK button. Got it? Okay, you can complete the session later today. You can complete the test questions later today. So here is the list of the lessons we have covered today. We were working on grade 7 maths, and the chapters are, the lesson names are, and the lessons we have covered are write and solve equation that represents the diagram, solve one step equations. Then we did solve two-step equations, and the one we just covered is solve equations word problem. Got it? So please make sure before the next session you have to complete all the test questions for the lessons we did today. If you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. Got it? That's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.